What's going on? Monkey 5950 here. And today is the 13th day of March. We're supposed to be getting a snowstorm or something in here in West Virginia. I don't know if we will or not. And everybody wearing their hat backwards. What's going on, you guys? Anyway, this is live. No, it ain't live. It's recorded. But I am going to Yahoo right now, see if the brackets are out. And I'm going, just off the top of my head, going to make a prediction of the Final Four. Let's see if they got the brackets out. Haven't looked at them yet. Haven't looked at the brackets. I make that promise to you guys. This is the first time I'm seeing the brackets. Pulling up Yahoo right now, the 13th day of March. Attorney Pick'em bracket. Oh, I had it on the bottom there. Looking at the brackets. Let me see. What did I do with that pen? Let me write that down. Oh, crap. Lost my pen. All right. Let's see. First round of 64. Just gonna minimize this down a little bit. Now, what is this mess? Opening round Tuesday, tomorrow. What, does some of these teams have to play their way in? Opening round. Oh, maybe this is just showing the schedule. Okay. All right, in the East. There's no team there yet to play Villanova. I don't see one. Duke is playing Troy. No, they're going to make it. They'll make it past that. Baylor's there. Virginia Tech. You know, to be completely honest, let me see here. Baylor plays. You know, that could be a team. Baylor or South Carolina could be a team if they advance. South Carolina want to be next. It could be Duke and South Carolina. South Carolina could upset Duke. Possibly. But I'm looking at the East. And you know what? Out of the East, my pick in the East bracket to go to the Final Four, and not just because they're ranked number one seed. Oh, Duke did not get a number 1 seed. Duke is a number 2 seed. And let's see. Let me see where North Carolina's at. North Carolina is. So this possibly could be a Duke North Carolina championship. The chance is there. The chance is there. But in the East, I'm going to pick going to the Final Four when it all breaks down. And not because they're ranked number 1. I'm going to pick my first, the one going to Final Four out of the East will be Villanova. I think Duke, man, I'd love to see Duke make it to the Final Four, but for some reason I see Duke making it past this round, making it past the next round, and then I see them playing Baylor and Baylor upsetting, I would call it an upset. But I see possibly Baylor up and Duke meeting, and Baylor meeting Duke in like the Sweet 16, and that would knock Duke out. I hope that's not the case. All right, let's look over at the Midwest. They got number 1 there, Kansas. I'm looking, Michigan, Iowa State, Purdue, blah, 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 Creighton, Rhode Island, Oregon. You know, going to the Final Four, I'm going to pick out of the Midwest. I am going to pick I'm going to go out on a limb with this one. I'm going to pick the 2 seed Louisville. So I got Villanova in the Final Four and Louisville so far. Those are my 2 predictions. All right, let's go down to the West. And look at the teams here. Gonzaga is a number 1 seed. Definitely won't be West Virginia. As a matter of fact, just looking at the bracket, I think possibly West Virginia could lose in the second round and not make the Sweet 16. It looks like West Virginia and Notre Dame could be on the trail to each other. I think Notre Dame might upset West Virginia, if that's an upset. Xavier, Florida State, St. Mary's, VCU, Arizona. You know what? This is going to be a weird pick here. But I am also going to go with a lower seed of 3. And I'm going to go on a limb here. At the top, I am going to go with the number 2 seed once again. I am going to go with, out of the West, Arizona. Arizona, Final Four. All right, this is a tough one. This is a tough one, the South. Man, this is a tough one, man. You got Butler, you got Carolina, Cincinnati, UCLA, Kentucky. And I think when it's all said and done, and maybe the Elite 8 in this bracket, I think the Elite 8, I think it could come down to Kentucky and Carolina. And I'm sorry to the Dookie fans. I am a Duke fan, but I don't pick them to get past the Sweet 16. But I am going to pick North Carolina Tar Heels will be in the Final Four. Okay, so now in my Final Four, I have North Carolina, Arizona, Villanova, and who was the other one? The other one was Louisville. Now let me look at how it goes. I think the final 2. I'm going to now pick the final 2. So you got my Final Four. My final 2, I think it comes down to Villanova and North Carolina. It's going to be a game. Carolina's good. But my championship, I hate to do this to North Carolina. I think national champions this year, for some reason, is going to be Villanova. You heard it here. You heard it from the monkey. Click like if you think Villanova is going to win the national title. Give another like if you think that I picked the Final Four right. Give me some comments on what you think your Final Four would be. Let me hear your Final Four. You see the brackets, they're out. They're pretty much out. I mean, Villanova really doesn't show on this one who they play yet. I guess somebody has a play-in game. And Kansas doesn't show who they play yet. But, I mean, they're going to be ranked, just barely getting in. I mean, anybody could upset. But there you have it. My Final Four, my Final 2, and Villanova national champions. Now, don't get me wrong. I would absolutely love for WVU to go a good ways, and absolutely love even more for Duke to win the national title. I would love it. Duke's capable of it, because they really have came on strong here lately. To do what they did in the ACC tournament, to win 4 games back-to-back, man, that's good. North Carolina gets in that Final Four. They can win it. Heck, they're a good team. But there you have it. Final Four. My final picks. As always, no matter what, outside of the brackets, get God in your life. If you got him there, keep him there. Have a great day, and we'll see you on the flip side.